You demanded the best, but this guy was all we could afford. The Walt Bonetti radio program on WGSO, 990 AM.
Hey, I work cheap. What can I say, right? It is the noon hour, and we appreciate you spending part of your Wednesday with us. We've talked a lot in the last couple of weeks about Nike and Colin Kaepernick, and then when Kenner Mayor Ben Zahn announced his ban of Nike purchases from Kenner booster clubs, and then he rescinded the ban, which we were thankful for, because as I mentioned from the beginning, while I may have agreed with the mayor personally about Nike and Colin Kaepernick, and glorifying someone like Colin Kaepernick, I did not think that the mayor should have gotten involved in an issue like that and cast that kind of light on our city. We've talked about bigger issues in Kenner that Kenner has, and the city of New Orleans and other cities as well. The government doesn't need to get involved in every single issue and every aspect of our lives, and we just need to move on. And thankfully, though, some good has come of this. In about a minute or so, we're going to be joined by Lenora Chong and Larry Morrow from Morrow's restaurant. They've gotten together with a group of churches, and they're actually making a huge donation to City of Kenner Booster Clubs, $10,000 that they've raised, and they're going to give to the booster clubs. As I mentioned, the City of Kenner has 11 booster clubs, and each gets about $4,000 from the city, from tax dollars, and that money is supposed to be used to help our kids and to help families who can't afford equipment and things like that, to allow our children to participate in recreational activities. And so $10,000 is going to go a long way. And there was a time when Kenner Booster Clubs, like I said, raised $100,000 in a year and did a lot of fundraising. But those times are behind us. So some good and some positive has come from the mayor wading into an issue that, like I said, I don't think he should have gotten involved in. But we are going to go to the phone lines now and welcome Lenora Chong and Larry Morrow to the radio show. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Great.
Well, I wanted to get you on because obviously your donation is huge, and we certainly appreciate that here in Kenner. I'm a resident of Kenner, and I know the impact that it's going to have. So first, I wanted to thank you, but then I wanted to delve more into the root of the donation and where the money's going to go. So tell us about how you got together and your group got together. And I know we had the protest that you were involved in at Susan Park, the peaceful protest at Susan Park, and in bringing more light to this issue.
I'll go first, Larry.
Yeah,
so I think that my son and I simultaneously reacted to this thing. We were in separate places, but as soon as I heard what was going on with the mayor, him banning the Nike products with the Kenner Recreation Centers, I immediately got on the phone to contact him. He had already heard about it and was already talking to his team to see what can be done about it. So we immediately decided that we're going to have this rally. We're going to get the community out. We're going to get them together and see what we can do to reverse this ban. We didn't feel that the ban was necessary. We wanted to restore things back to the way it was. We felt like it was directly related to Nike's campaign and endorsing Kaepernick. Larry?
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty much, we just wanted to come together and just use our influence to, bring awareness to this. And I think we did a good job at doing that. In less than 24 hours, we were able to pull a lot of people together to come out to Susan Park. And everybody came together for a peaceful protest. And it was just the start of a conversation that needed to be had. And, I think it it helped get that ban reversed. So we're thankful for that. But it's bigger than just the Nike ban. It's more so about the kids as well. Our future. Just them being told what they can wear and those things. So we're just glad that everything's going in the right direction. But I feel we have so much more work to do.
Well, like I said, it was a negative for the city, and I'm glad that the mayor rescinded the ban. But it did have a lingering impact, not only in the community but outside of the community. I mean, there were people everywhere that were calling me, trying to find out what was going on with the mayor and why he was getting involved in this. So I appreciate you taking this negative on the city of Kenner and turning it into a positive.
Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely, like you said, turning a negative into a positive. We wanted the community to know that we stand behind them. We know that there was a lot of mixed feelings about it. I, for one, am a forgiving person. I don't feel that the mayor was being malicious. However, his personal political stance interfered with his ability to govern the city of Kenner in the right way. So I think it was this was a great thing that we did.
No, you're absolutely right, Lenora. I mean, you must be listening to the radio show secretly, because that was one of the points that I made. It was the mayor's own personal political view, but as the mayor of the city of Kenner, he needs to govern all the people of Kenner and look out for everyone. And this just hurt our community and hurt our children. But like I said, turning that around into a positive, like you guys are doing, I think that is a great thing. Now, who else is involved with the donation? I know there are some church groups involved and other people as well. So let's give them some love.
Yeah, it's definitely Pastor Samuel Blakes. He's a pastor of New Home Ministries, and Judy, she's owner of Kaleidoscope Hair Products. So we just called those two and asked them. Told them about what was going on. They were involved from the beginning, and they were interested in pulling together to raise this money. And the Morrows, of course, me and my mother, we made a donation as well. So between the three groups, it definitely helped pull together.
Now, this was done on very short notice. So imagine if we campaigned to raise money for the rec center, and spent a little more time and put a little more effort into it. Imagine just the kind of impact we could have made financially. So we were happy to do this, and hopefully we'll do more as the needs of the recreation centers and the parks and the children, as their needs become more apparent.
Well, $10,000 is still huge. Now, let's talk about the nuts and bolts of things. I know you had a video that I saw online where you presented the big check, and obviously someone can't cash that big check. I'm sure people wish they could, but how is that money going to be distributed? There's 11 City of Kenner booster clubs. Does some money go to all the booster clubs? Does some money go to only certain booster clubs? How is that going to work? How is that money going to be distributed throughout the community?
Well, I thought it was 9 parks, but if it's 11, okay, we'll have to look at that. We want to make sure that everyone gets what they need, and I don't know that $10,000 will take care of everyone's needs, but we're hoping that it will help to supplement what's not there, whatever's deficient. The season has started. Hopefully they have some of or most of what they do need to start the season off right. And we want to just supplement that with this donation by working with Academy and whatever sports outlets they do currently use, and making sure that we, pay them for the supplies until we've exhausted the $10,000.
Okay, so the money goes to Academy, and then the booster clubs get to buy things from Academy?
Correct.
Okay. Well, like I said, we will continue to flush that out and figure out how that's going to work. But the bottom line is anything that helps the community and helps our children is certainly welcome. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we do have phone lines open, 504-556-9696, 504-556-9696. We are talking with Lenora Chong and Larry Morrow from Morrow's Restaurant and the group that they put together to make a huge donation, $10,000 to City of Kenner Booster Clubs, trying to turn a negative into a positive and positively impact our community and our children. And when we come back, we're going to continue talking about that, but we have to talk about food because it's lunch and I'm hungry and I want to talk about Morrow's Restaurant because I haven't had a chance to go there and I want to. When the Walt Benetti radio program continues on WGSO 990 AM, WGSO.com, and the TuneIn Radio app.